Would you also like to get federal funding to help put 5,000 more cops on the street in Chicago? Would that help drive down crime?
This is great. So I missed this. Apparently, this was about a week ago. Brandon Johnson, mayor of Chicago, went on Joe Scarborough's show. And you know Joe Scarborough on, I guess I can't call it MSNBC anymore, or MSNBC 13, or the televised, it's a televised, now it's the televised mental institution of MS Now. That doesn't roll off the tongue. In any event, Joe Scarborough, who once in a blue moon, clock broken twice a day, you know the saying, it's going to get something right every now and again. Here he is, Joe Scarborough, expressing frustration about Brandon Johnson for not being okay with Trump trying to fix some things.
I'm curious, would you also like to get federal funding to help put 5,000 more cops on the street in Chicago? Would that help drive down crime?
Well, look, policing by itself is not the full strategy.
No, I understand that. You've talked about the other things you want, and I said those are good and important programs, but I'm asking also, would 5,000 more police officers on the street in Chicago be helpful to go along with all of those social programs that a lot of cities are engaging in and having success with?
Well, look, here's the best way I can put it, Joe, is that in the 90s when I was in high school, we had 3,000 more police officers and we had 900 people being murdered every single year in Chicago. It's just not policing alone. Of course, we want more detectives.
I know it's not policing alone, but I know it's not policing alone. You've told me everything else you want. I'm curious, and this does come down to an ideological difference between people. Do you believe that the streets of Chicago would be safer if there were more uniformed police officers on the streets of Chicago?
I believe the city of Chicago and cities across America would be safer if we actually had, affordable housing. Look,
okay,
I'm not saying that
that's not the question I asked. My question is, and I just need a yes or a no, do you believe the streets of Chicago would be safer if you got all of those other extraordinary programs put back into place, which do have a history of being successful, if that's complemented by having 5,000 more cops on the streets of Chicago?
I don't believe that we should narrow it down to just police officers, Joe, is what I'm saying. That is an antiquated approach. I'm saying we've invested in detectives.
Mr. Mayor, are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm agreeing with you that all of these other social programs are extraordinarily important. I just need a yes or a no, and then this will be the last time I ask. If you get all of those other social programs that 800 million that New York City does, Los Angeles, other people do with great success, would an additional 5,000 cops on the streets in Chicago help complement those programs to make Chicago safer?
Look, we are working hard to make sure that our police department is fully supported. I don't believe that just simply putting out an arbitrary number around police officers is the answer.
What if one capsule a day could help you feel full, cut cravings, and actually enjoy eating less? Meet Appetite from The Wellness Company, a groundbreaking formula designed to help you take control of your hunger, boost your metabolism, and feel satisfied longer. At the core is Akkermansia, a next-gen probiotic shown to increase GLP-1, the hormone that regulates appetite and metabolism. It's paired with saffron to curb emotional eating, reduce stress, and support balanced serotonin levels. Appetite also combines GLP-1 and GLP-2 activating probiotics with probiotics like inulin and green banana, supporting gut health while keeping you fuller. It's time to let your gut take the lead so your mind can finally take a break. All in one convenient capsule that works naturally with your body. Head on over to twc.health/Rubin and use code Rubin to get 15% off plus free shipping. That's twc.health/Rubin, code Rubin for 15% off plus free shipping. Take control of your health with The Wellness Company. How about you just say, you know what, we do have a problem here. Like, again, you should care about all your citizens, but I suppose in your progressive stack of a mind, you should really care about all of the black people shot, but you don't. So if Trump's willing to send 5,000 police officers so that Chicago could be cleaned up the way apparently Trump has just cleaned up D.C., we'll go to D.C. in the next I'm sure I'll be there in the next month or two. We'll see what's going on over there. And D.C., where there were homeless people all over the place, where at night it often looks, there's just kind of vagrants wandering around and everything. We'll see if it looks more cleaned up. My guess is it will. Brandon, don't you care about your people? But you don't, because you put ideology above people. And that probably means you are not a very good politician, and definitely means you're not a great person.